I thank God that I'm a free man after all those years on the road. I love the sunshine, the air, and all that.
Henry and Leon's case, I would say, is one of the, if not the worst, wrongful conviction cases.
At the time, North Carolina, death row had legal ejection and the gas chamber. But you had a choice which way you want to die.
What very likely could have happened here is 2 intellectually disabled kids would have been executed for a heinous crime they didn't commit.
I was sentenced to death along with my brother Leon Brown, who at the time was 16 years old and I was 21.
They were accused of raping and murdering an 11-year-old girl named Sabrina Bowie. As it turns out, the killer was a person that lived within 38 feet of where her body was found. And when Henry and Leon were in jail, he did it again in a remarkably similar way. Then the same officers investigated both cases.
They had the real killer down the street. Instead of going looking for him, they attacked 2 young black boys. And I call that racist.
The basic timeline is that a lot of people were talked to for a period of time in the low-income, mostly black community after Sabrina Bowie's death. And then they get a call from a mother of a high school student on the affluent side of town who says there's a rumor going around that Henry McCollum had something to do with this.
You've never been in a police station before in your life, and then you got these people accusing you of something you didn't do. They put fear in me. And some kind of way for me to keep that pressure off of me, I made up a story.
Tragically, as part of that, he, at the suggestion of the officers, says yes when they say, "Didn't your brother participate?"
I didn't mean to say them words. The jury come back to my guilty. Guilty? For what? Because you tricked me into signing a false confession that you didn't let me read?
North Carolina Innocence Inquiry Commission has lawyers that review claims of innocence. And the lawyers and investigators in that body worked really hard to get DNA testing done. And that testing confirmed that Roscoe Artis' DNA was at the crime scene of the Sabrina Bowie murder.
The next morning, when I walked out that door, I said, thank God, finally.
When we got involved, the defendants had appealed the denial of qualified immunity, and the case was in the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals. And the whole case basically turned on getting the Court of Appeals to affirm the trial court's decision to deny qualified immunity.
He told me that I was the richest man in the state of North Carolina, right? But I said, what about the years I lost?
It shows you why we should not have the death penalty.
Long God give me breath in my body, I'm going to fight against the death penalty. Because I promised those guys that I would never give up on them.